What's going on back at it with Motivation Monday? This is the second time that I don't have a speech. This one's done on purpose also. When I pick a topic, I usually pick a topic of something happened that day or something happened that week. 2 weeks ago, it was New York Comic Con. And something happened that day that is stuck to my mind to now. I wanted to diagnose the situation. I haven't talked to anybody about this yet. I haven't told King. I haven't told CQ. I haven't told my therapist. I haven't told anybody. Because I didn't want to think I was overreacting. It was in my head. And you guys are going to see what I mean in a minute. So, let me backtrack the story a little bit so you understand where I'm coming from. So, New York Comic Con came around, and I met up with CQ. Excuse me. Reserved my parking, went there, walked. I think 2-3 blocks, wasn't a big deal, whatever. Got there, met up with him, walked around a little bit with him. Then split up, meet up, split up, meet up. He has his own thing going on. Check out his show. I think he'll be posting that stuff very soon. I started posting a couple of mine on the shorts. Please check it out. But anyway, back to the topic. So at one point, I started getting my autographs like I do. I know people think my hobby is weird. It's my hobby. When I go to New York Comic Con, I usually collect a lot of autographs. And I went to the wrestlers. Something I grew up with. The first one I got in was the Legends. At least I call them Legends. I'm not mistaken, at least 2 out of 3 I know off my head are definitely, Hall of Fame. So the first one was Teddy Biasi, also known as $1 Million Man. Sweet guy, can't deny that. Then I moved down to, I'm trying to think who I went next to. It was Jackson Snake. The reason I went to Jackson Snake first, the second one, Lex Luthor had somebody in front of me, so I was like, let me grab his. He's free. I was joking around with him. I go to him, you used to terrify me as a kid. With the snakes, he goes, yeah, I'm scared of snakes too, kid. I looked at him like, that is weird as hell. Anyway, then I went to Lex Luthor. Again, very sweet guy. Honestly, if you see his picture and see him now, you're not going to recognize him, unfortunately. But that didn't bother me yet. So I left, walked around a little bit, met a couple more wrestlers, some actors, some Power Ranger actors. I met some cool people, actually. So as I'm doing my rounds, I see, corner of my eye, Lex Luthor getting pushed away. Excuse me. Maybe they're going on lunch break, or maybe they were done for the day. I don't know. I don't even know what time it was, to be honest with you guys. They're getting pushed away. And corner about my eye, I'm like, and I hear him say, watch out, wheelchair. Okay. This is where I'm going with this now. And right behind Lex, and it was the guy pushing him, you have $1 Million Man holding his back very tight. Maybe you don't know who he was. I hear that. Maybe you don't know who Lex Luthor is or $1 Million Man. Because you're not a wrestling fan. You didn't grow up on that stuff. Okay. I'll give you that. But when you see a wheelchair, at least I was raised in a way. If you see a wheelchair or somebody in crutches or a cane, you stop what you do and you go fucking help them. That's what I was raised as. Maybe it's a European thing. Maybe it is. It's not the way I grew up in Greece. Maybe that's how it is in Greece, and maybe the mentality hasn't changed and I haven't realized it till now. The problem I had with that scenario is nobody had respect for them. Nobody. Now you're gonna sit there and argue with me. Well, Pete, grooming, whatever you want to call me. They have money. They don't need respect. They can buy respect. Man, whoever says that or whoever thinks that, you're so goddamn wrong. These guys have fallen from grace so far down. Is 1% of those people that actually are in very good shape. Your Hulk Hogan's, John Cena, The Rock. Those are very few people who actually are good. Have you ever considered and stop and think for a minute? After a wrestler's career ends, after their contract ends with WWE, AEW, whatever other companies out there, New Japan, all those companies, and they actually retire, what happens? Has anybody thought, what do they do for money? Yeah, they might do some movies here and there. Like Macho Man, he did I think 1 or 2. He had Slim Jam. Okay, that's the 1% again. But let me ask you a question: have you seen anything that another man done in years? Anybody? If you do, please let me know in the comments. That's why I'm positive. I want to hear it. I haven't. What about Jake the Snake? Have you guys heard anything from him? Except maybe the documentary he did with what is his name? That was Page. Came back a couple times. I know he's doing AEW now, but he has a lot of health problems. Does anybody know why he has health problems? His whole career. And I know he probably said this too. I don't know this because I'm just a dork. You can look it up. He was a smoker, heavy drug user. It wasn't until DDP helped him. I think that's why his girlfriend or wife came back to him. I'm not sure. I don't know the whole story behind that. It's not my business really to know that part. But I know he struggled a lot. All of them struggled. These guys sacrificed their bodies to entertain us day in, day out for years. Not all of them made money. The respect, nobody showed them respect. That bothered me. By the time I turned around and I was going to raise my voice and say, somebody show respect to legends. They're already, pushing through whatever. It's sad. If you think these people are living in a mansion, yeah, double check yourself. They're not. Probably a regular townhouse, maybe, or a ranch, something small, probably. They have fallen from grace. That's facts. They're not living like a John Cena or The Rock or any of those guys. Those are the 1%ers from the wrestling. When they were wrestlers, yes, I will give them credit. They made killer money, probably. And I can't even say that. I would take that back, actually. They didn't, probably. You know why I say that? Because back when they were wrestling, they were not getting paid as well. I think they were, though, at least those three wrestlers, I think they got to the end of it when all the good money was coming in. Because I think it was towards the end of the 80s, their career was coming towards the end. And then in the middle of the 80s and 90s, I think when they got the big boom of wrestling happened. But my point I'm trying to get to with this, respect. People always talk about show me respect, open a door for a woman, open a door for, somebody, or somebody falling up and help them get up, give them $20 for a homeless vet. Why do you nobody show respect to old wrestlers? Like I said, maybe you don't know who they are, but they're elder people. Yeah. Do yourselves a favor and do me a favor. If you see an old man, open the door for them. You see how much they're gonna be appreciate you, respect them. Or if you see someone struggling, give them a helping hand. You never know what they've been through or what they're going through. Be kind. Be respectful. Goes a long way. So, leave me in the comments below. What is respect to you? What does it mean to you? And also do me a favor. Hit that like and sub button. Except that, I'll see you guys later and stay fresh.